Hi everyone, so today I want to show you, it's a relatively simple card to be honest. It's not really a card fold, it's just something a bit different and I quite liked it. Interlocking Frames card. So obviously as you can see I've got 3 different nesting frame dies. I've got the square ones and they're fancy fold ones with a frilly edge. And what I've done is I've just kind of interlocked them. I haven't, but it looks like I have, if you know what I mean, because of the strip that goes down the middle, and that's the bit that kind of interlocks. And then this was one I did with gold and white and black, which is quite nice. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So it's quite a simple card, but it's just nice. It's a nice card to do. And also because sometimes you end up with these frames left over, so it's quite a good use of those frames. So all you need for this card is a 5x7 card blank, and then it's a 5x7, or you can use a 10x7 piece of card and fold it in half to make a 5x7. So there's your 5x7, and then you're just going to need a matte piece, which is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and also a pattern piece, which is 4.5 by 6.5. And you can go ahead and stick your pattern onto your mat, but don't stick it onto the front of the card. You can just, if you just stick your pattern onto your mat for now, and then we'll get into these other pieces in a moment. Okay, so I've stuck the pattern down onto the mat. Then you need another piece of card, whatever colour your card base is, and this needs to be about 1 inch by 6.5. So on that, I'm going to stick a piece of ribbon, or you could use a strip of pattern paper, and it needs to be about 1/2 inch wide, maybe a little bit less. This one here is, yeah, about 1/2 inch. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to stick that down. I'm just going to make sure that I have enough that I can fold it over the top and round onto the back. And I'm going to use red tape to stick it down as well. So when you stick your ribbon down, make sure you leave your little flappy bits either side. Make sure you leave a little bit to stick it down on the actual front. Leave these bits. And then what we're going to do is you're going to bring in your frames, and we're going to lay them down on the card front. So if you start with the one at the top and just lay that down, I'm going to put it about there, and then I'm going to do the green one as the bottom one, so that can go about there, and then the pink one's going to go on top, that's going to go about there. So there's about an even distance between them all. So now you want to go ahead and stick them all down, and just stick them where they attach. So I'm sticking where that pink attaches, crosses over with the yellow. I'm going to put a little glue dot there and a little glue dot there. Okay, so I have my 3 frames stuck together. So as you can see, the yellow and the green are at the back and the pink one's on the top. So now what makes them look like they're interlocking is really your strip that goes through the middle. So you're going to take your strip and you're going to take it and you're going to put it underneath the top. So I've got my yellow one, the pink one and the green one, okay? So I'm going to go underneath the yellow, over the pink, and then underneath the green, like that, okay? And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to go underneath this bottom yellow here, over the top of the pink, and underneath the green, like that. Okay, so when you've got them in place, what I would do is, if you turn it over and you put the glue on the back, then at least, if you turn it over and put it on the back, at least then if you get a little bit of glue in the wrong place, it doesn't matter. Okay, and also it means that when you've got it lined up, I need to get it so that it's even top and bottom. So it's about there and about there, I would say. Yeah, about that. I'm just going to peg it actually quickly. Just going to quickly peg it so then I know it's not going to move. There we go, turn it over, and then I can just draw in, and it doesn't matter if I can see the drawing because, you know, it's fine. So I'm just going to shimmy it down slightly like that, and I'm just going to put some, I'm actually going to use some glue, I think. Like that. And then just going to slide that back down, turn it over just to make sure I've got it in the right place, and because it's wet glue I can shimmy it around a little bit. Okay, so I think that's about right there, like that. So once you're happy with where you got it, you can then go ahead and put some tape on the back. Now I would use, you can use normal double-sided, but I'm going to use red tape just because I really want to make sure that it's stuck down. And also you're putting the tape over the top of these frames, so you don't actually need to stick those frames down if you don't want to. You can just literally go ahead and whack the red tape over the top and it will hold it all in. Okay, so I've gone ahead and stuck that down. Please excuse my little messy bit there, it's just because I forgot and I actually put the ribbon down and I shouldn't have done. So now what we're going to do is just peel back our red tape like this, turn it over, and then we're going to stick that down in the middle of our card, making sure that your white piece kind of lines up with the bottom and the top of the card. Okay, so now you just need to wrap your ribbon round and stick it on the back. And the reason I do that there rather than doing it on the back of the matte card is just because I feel like it gives a nicer finish to the card if you've got, if the ribbon wraps around the card rather than sort of wraps around the mat and then you've got a gap kind of thing. I just think it looks a bit better, but obviously it's up to you what you want to do, but that's just how I prefer it. Okay, so the other thing you can do, which I am going to do, is obviously these bits are a bit flappy, so you can go ahead and stick those down. Now I've got a ribbon that's a bit sort of, you can probably hear it, it's a bit rustly, a bit scrunchy. So I'm not sure how well I'm going to stick those down, but anyway, we're going to give it a go. I'm going to put a bit of red tape on, I think. I would put a glue dot on, but I don't know how well that's going to hold. So I'm going to go for a bit of red tape and see what happens. Okay, so there you go, there's your panel stuck down. Now as you can see, you probably can see, my yellow isn't quite central there and there. But anyway, it just needed a bit of shimming, but anyway, it's done now. So now, because I've stuck down the ribbon on the back, I can go ahead and stick this onto the front of my card. Obviously just check your card opens the right way around, and then it's just a case of sticking the greeting on. I've just gone for a little tag, and I've put a couple of little brads either side, and then on the back I've got foam pads ready to go. And that's just going to stick in the middle there, and then that's your card done. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so there's the finished card. So nice and bright and cheerful. Obviously you've got space in the middle for your message or whatever. So yeah, so it's not too difficult. It's just really just getting the placement of the frames. Once you've got that sorted, it's not, you know, it's not too bad. But it's quite a nice sort of illusion that it gives. And obviously you can do, you know, you've got different ideas. Different cards give different effects. I really like the gold, the black gold. Black, white and gold is really nice. I really like that one. But yeah, so hopefully you have a go. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye!